Welcome to Game Week 22 of the Fishy Sports Marble Race Premier League. 10 massive games again this week for you, starting with Newcastle United versus Bournemouth, Brentford versus Liverpool, Leicester City versus Fulham, West Ham versus Crystal Palace, a top 4 clash between Arsenal and Aston Villa, Everton versus Tottenham, Man United versus Brighton, Nottingham Forest versus Southampton, Ipswich Town versus Manchester City, and Chelsea versus Wolves. Looking back to Game Week 21, it was Chelsea still top of the league, 4 points clear of Liverpool, a further point clear of Villa, while at the bottom of the table is getting pretty close now. Ipswich and Leicester both on 20 points, either side of that safety line in 17th and 18th. Bournemouth and Southampton slightly more stranded in 19th and 20th, both on 16 points. Anyway, let's crack on with Game Week 22. Match 1 of Game Week 22 sees struggling Newcastle United versus even more struggling Bournemouth at the bottom of the table. Newcastle 9 marbles, the second highest tier, and there's just 3 points off the relegation zone at the moment, currently sitting in 16th place in the league. Bournemouth are currently joint 19th with Southampton who are below them. 16 points, a win here would get Bournemouth within a point of safety. Defeat here for Newcastle would be a disaster. There's a chance that if they were to lose and Leicester and Ipswich were to win today, they could go in the bottom 3. Unlikely with goal difference, but it's possible. And Bournemouth have got quite a few marbles by the look of it, who are going to break clear before Newcastle. Surely Bournemouth, lowly Bournemouth in terms of the Marble Race Premier League at least, cannot go and beat Newcastle as well. Surely not. If Newcastle are losing to one of the most out of form teams in the entire league, where is that? When is their luck going to turn? I keep waiting. I've been waiting all season for Newcastle's luck to turn around. I keep saying it will come at some point, and it just isn't coming. And Bournemouth are going to get one through surely here. They've got 2 through. Newcastle surely not again, guys. What is going on with them? They're in real danger of being the relegation zone surely. They cannot score. There's 1 there. Any more for them? No. It's yet another defeat for Newcastle. This one finishes in Newcastle United 1, Bournemouth 2. Match 2 of Game Week 22 sees Brentford at home to Liverpool. Brentford doing very well this season for a Tier 3 7 marble team. Currently in 6th place. A win here would put them up to 5th temporarily at least. All the teams around them haven't played at the top though yet. Liverpool with a win here could close the gap to Chelsea at the top to just 1 point, but Chelsea also have not played yet, so it would be a temporary closure possibly. Chelsea have got to play Wolves later on this match week, so we'll see what happens. But anyway, they've got to get this one done first, Liverpool. Keep the pressure on Chelsea at the top. Can Liverpool get one over the line here? It's 1 Liverpool marble versus 2 Brentford marbles at this point. If Liverpool can get one across the line early, they've got a decent chance here. This looks like decent momentum. It's crawled over. It looked like it was going to struggle, but it's made it over the line. Pressure on Brentford now. These guys are struggling to get any momentum at all. Looks like it might be another 1-0 here, guys. This one's got no momentum. Anyone going to get across? No. Another 1-0 here. It looks like, yes. This one finishes Brentford 0, Liverpool 1. Liverpool within 1 point of Chelsea once more. Match 3 of Game Week 3 sees Leicester City at home to Fulham. Leicester currently 17th place, just 1 point out of the bottom 3. But a win here could take them above Newcastle, with Newcastle losing surprisingly at home to Bournemouth in the first match of this week. Can Leicester climb the table? Only 1 place, but it'll be massive. It'll be a massive result for them. They'll get themselves 3 points away from the relegation zone for the time being, if they can manage it. Fulham with a win. Fulham currently sitting about 9th in the league. A win for them would get them up to just 10th for the time being, by the look of it. And Fulham have broken through early. We know with this course it's difficult to get through that second obstacle, and with 2 Fulham marbles already through, this could prove problematic for Leicester unless they can get through very quickly. But these guys are going to have quite a few opportunities to get this done before the Leicester marble even gets down this third obstacle. Either of these guys can clear the course quickly. It's looking good for a Fulham win. But can they? There's 1 through. This is looking good now. Surely they're going to get 1 through here. No! Leicester are in the hunt again. Leicester have got a chance. There's 2 marbles for each team down here. Can Leicester get one across the line? They can! Could Newcastle go second bottom? Oh no, Fulham have turned it around by the look of it. They've got 2 back-to-back goals. There's 2 on Fulham. Any late goal drama here at all in this one? No, Leicester can't manage it. This one finishes Leicester City 1, Fulham 2. Match 4 of Game Week 22 sees very much in-form West Ham at home versus Palace. 6 wins in their last 7 games for West Ham in the Marble Race Premier League. They're currently sitting about 11th. A win here could put them up as high as, I believe, 9th, which would be crazy good form for them. Palace currently doing alright, 5 points outside the relegation zone, currently sitting in about 14th spot. A win here could push them up, potentially a place or 2, or 1 place at least for the time being. Can West Ham make it 7 wins and 8 and continue their surge towards the top 7 or 8 in the league, which is just bizarre considering their start to the season. They have been on crazily good form. Can they manage it though, or will Palace cause a bit of a shock based on recent form at least? Palace have crossed the line first. Could West Ham's good run come to at least an abrupt end here? Possibly. Oh my word, it's 3-0. It's 4-0 Palace. Where has this one come from? Almost 5. We must have VAR check this one. It's either 4 or 5-0. We'll give it a check. But West Ham have been battered at home in this game. VAR confirmed the marble did not cross the line. Therefore, this one finishes West Ham 0, Crystal Palace 4. Match number 5 of Game Week 22 is a big one. It's 3rd versus 4th. It's Arsenal versus Aston Villa. Arsenal currently in 4th, 10 points adrift of Chelsea. Chelsea have not yet played this week. Arsenal have got to win this game, you think, to have any chance of staying in the title race. Villa are 5 points ahead of Arsenal and 5 points behind Chelsea right now. Arsenal have got to win this one, get themselves within 7 points. Hope Chelsea drop some points at home versus Wolves this week. But you feel with this one, if Arsenal were to lose this game, they are probably out of the title race at this point. It'd be hard work to get them back into it, especially if Chelsea were to win today. And if this Villa marble crosses the line, this is probably curtains already here for... Oh, Arsenal, they've got lucky there. Where are the Arsenal marbles? Getting lucky so far. Will they get lucky here again, though? Where are Arsenal? There's Villa marbles everywhere. It's a matter of time before one goes the right way. There's one gone the right way. There's two gone the right way. Arsenal needs to get some across the line quickly. They're not going to. This is going to potentially be curtains for Arsenal's title race, I believe. It's 4-0. Oh, it's 4-1. This is a shocker for Arsenal. Villa smashed them here. This one finishes Arsenal 1, Aston Villa 4. Is that the end of Arsenal's title chances? Match 6 of Game Week 22 sees Everton at home to Tottenham. Everton are starting to look over their shoulders more and more now because they have not won in 12 games. They are now only 4 points clear of the relegation zone. And they are getting horribly close to that bottom 3. Spurs have only had 2 wins in their last 9 games as well in this Marble Race Premier League. But a win here for them today would get them up to about 8th in the league, which would be pretty decent considering. Actually, 8th? Yeah, probably 8th, depending on how many they score. But can Everton finally get some points on the board? I think they scored 4 points in the last 12 games, Everton. They were doing so well, and they have plummeted horribly towards the bottom half of the table. Can they, or bottom, not the bottom half, worse than that, the bottom 4 of the table, currently just sitting in 14th spot, and they're losing again here now. This could be problems for Everton. They are going to be very close to the bottom if they do not get a point from this one. It's 2-1, it's going to be 3-1 Spurs here. Problems again for Everton here, but Spurs finally get another win on the board. This one finishes Everton 1, Tottenham 3. Match 7 of Game Week 22 sees Manchester United at home to Brighton. Man United in different form of the season, to be polite to them. They're currently sitting about 12th in the league, 28 points from their 21 games. Not great for them. A win here would push them up a couple of places to about 10th. Brighton are currently sitting in 10th spot themselves. A win here would get them up to about 8th at the moment. So neither team really doing much in terms of challenging for a top 4 5 spot or threatening the relegation places. Although Man United are only still 8 points off the relegation zone. So saying that, Brighton are only 9 off. So anything's possible. These teams could lose, fall and drop. But both currently sitting fairly safely in mid-table, which is alright for Brighton maybe, but not so much so for Man United. Anyway, Brighton leading the way here. Oh, that Man United ball has managed to intercept there and get ahead, but it has not done anything. Who's going to get the first goal on this one? It's looking like another chaotic finish here. Marble to both teams, struggling to get it over the line. Who's going to be the first one to click that timer down and put the pressure on? It's going to be Brighton now, surely. Brighton with the first goal. Brighton with the second goal. Is it going to be a surprise away win here for them? It's 2-1. Brighton is 2-2. Will there be a last minute winner? It's 3-2 United. What a comeback from United here. Epic comeback from them. This one finishes Man United 3, Brighton 2. Match 8 of Game Week 22 sees Nottingham Forest at home to Southampton. Southampton with a win here could make the bottom of the table hugely interesting. If they could win this one, there'd be just 5 points between the bottom 6 teams. Southampton massively needing to win this one, although Forest have got off to a cracking start here. This is not looking good for Southampton already at this early stage. Forest currently sitting in 14th spot. A win here would put them up about 3 places to about 10th. Southampton with a win here by 1 goal would put them, in fact I think they'll stay bottom regardless, but they could get within 1 point of safety if they could manage a win here. This is not looking good though. Forest are miles clear. We cannot even see a Southampton marble in sight yet. It looks like Southampton are probably going to lose this one, to be honest, already. I'm going to try and call an early result here, who knows. I might be wrong if these guys cannot hit the green zones, but Southampton need to get some marbles down here pretty rapidly because they can only blag this for so long. They've got 1 down, they've got 2 down here now. They need a good run, Southampton. They need points in this game. And that's an early one, well not an early one, but it's a goal for Forest. Southampton need at least a point from this game, they really do. Can they get back in it? It's the question. They cannot get them over the line. It's 2-0 Forest at present. It's going to stay 2-0 Forest. Oh, it's a good chance if Southampton get some points against another 6 marble team. They've failed. This one finishes Nottingham Forest 2, Southampton 0. Match 9 of Game Week 22 sees Ipswich Town at home to Manchester City. Ipswich Town currently in 18th place in the last relegation spot, just outside of the safety zone on goal difference alone. A point here would get them back out of the bottom 3. A comfortable win here would put Newcastle in another place, but I don't think they're going to beat Man City 3-0. Man City, on the other hand, could finally head their way into the top 5 with a win here. They are currently sitting in 7th spot. A win here would put them in 5th, although Wolves, who are currently 5th, have not yet played this week. So it might be brief, but either way, it's getting Man City back to where they should be, towards the top 5 or 6 in the league, should they win this game. Let's not assume that's going to happen just yet, though. It could go wrong yet for them. Let's see. We've got 2 marbles here ahead of everyone else. It could well be a 1-1er, because the rest of the marbles are a long way behind if these two clear this quickly. But let's have a look and see what happens. Can Ipswich get a surprise point at Man City, and will Man City yet again screw it up against a small team just when they're on the verge of the top 6? They may have done it again. They may be screwing up again. Surely they're not going to mess up yet again. No way. They're going to screw up again, aren't they? Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. They get a chance to make the top 5 again. They screw it up. This one very surprisingly finishes Ipswich Town 1, Manchester City 0. Ipswich Town now out of the bottom 3. Match 10 of Game Week 22 sees current leaders Chelsea at home to 5th placed Wolves. Chelsea currently are 1 point ahead of Liverpool, 2 points ahead of Villa. A win here would put them back 4 points clear again. But if Wolves could cause any kind of surprise here, even a point would make the top 3 incredibly close with what will then be 16 games left after this game. Can Wolves snatch a surprise point at least against leaders Chelsea and make the top of the league incredibly close as we go towards the last stage of the league? Still a lot of games left, to be fair, but even so, I'm sure everyone would like to see it tight at the top, unless you're a Chelsea fan, of course, in which case you want to see your team batter Wolves here. But anyway, this Chelsea Marbles got a bit of daylight at the moment over the rest of the pack. That Wolves Marbles not a million miles behind now, and suddenly it's game on. There's 2 Wolves Marbles through. If they can get an early goal here, can they put the pressure on Chelsea? No one can get it over the line again. They're just struggling in that final hurdle of that very final spinner wheel. Oh, it's 1-0 Wolves. Could we see a surprise here? Chelsea have only lost once all season. Can we see it? No, Chelsea got an equaliser. Is there a chance for a winner for Wolves or for Chelsea here? No, but there's drop points for Chelsea. It makes the top of the league very interesting now. This one finishes Chelsea 1, Wolves 1. Chelsea are 2 points clear, but they are only 3 points clear of 3rd place Villa 2 now. Game on. So at the end of Game Week 22, it's Chelsea still leading the way, but the gap is down to just 2 points ahead of Liverpool and 1 ahead of Villa after Chelsea's surprise 1-1 home draw to Wolves, while Liverpool did very well, winning 1-0 away at Brentford and Aston Villa, smashing Arsenal 4-1. That surely ends Arsenal's title hopes now. 11 points adrift with 16 games left is surely too big a gap to overturn, but we shall see over the forthcoming weeks. At the bottom of the table, Ipswich are now outside of the relegation zone. Their surprise 1-0 home win against Manchester City, propelling them 3 points clear of the relegation zone, while Newcastle losing 2-1 to Bournemouth has not only closed Bournemouth up a little bit, but it also means that Newcastle are just 3 points off the relegation zone. Surely 9 Marble Newcastle cannot get relegated this season, or indeed even drop into the bottom 3. Surely their form has to pick up, but I've been saying this for weeks now. Anyway guys, if you enjoyed this one, please make sure you smash like on the video, hit subscribe, follow the shorts videos as well that accompany these main league videos. If you could, that'd be amazing. Smash like on them as well for me, you little legend. And until next time guys, hope to see you back for Game Week 23 very soon. Cheers all, bye!